Welcome to this basketball broadcast brought to you by WHOU and WFKT, by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Holton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson & Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Welcome everyone, as we're back here on WHOU, getting ready for game number 2. It's the Caribou Vikings, the number 1 seed in Class B, getting ready to take on the Ellsworth Eagles, the number 3 seed. Between Rob Moran here, we're in the midst of the J. McLaughlin Construction Company pregame show. Rob, this should be a very important game on the season, an exciting game, and probably a well-watched game.
Yeah, absolutely. Two very talented teams going at it, and these are teams that are both expecting deep tournament runs. Of course, Caribou coming off the magical year last year, and they've had another solid season, undefeated until just recently losing to a very good Herman team. And Ellsworth, a team that's on the rise, really, playing very well lately, coming off a big win with their crosstown line. I guess you can't call it crosstown, but certainly their biggest rival in MDI the other night, and a really solid team, and they expect to go a long ways in Bangor as well.
Yeah, great effort in that game. It was an exciting one. They picked up 59-48 win over MDI on Tuesday to their record 10-2 in Coach Peter Austin's club last year. They could be the ones saying that they're the state champions. Hard to tell what would have happened in the state championship game, but just made a heck of a run. One of the best games we saw in Bangor last year was between these two programs.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said before, a classic, and a game that could have gone either way. Certainly Caribou had a tough road to that state championship, and one of the tougher games of all of them was the Ellsworth game. And Jackson Curtis is really, Caribou struggles matching up with him physically. They did a nice job up there, and I watched a lot of that game. They did a nice job. They sandwiched him, and I'm sure Coach Austin has worked on some things to get him some better touches and better looks, and done some things to exploit that defense. If they're going to put a guy in front of him and a guy behind him as much as they did, they're going to try to make him pay in other ways. And you got to do that with him. Jackson Curtis is a beast on the block. He's such a good player.
He's a load. He averages more than 20 points a game, one of the higher scorers in all of Big East basketball. Of course, the high scorer in Big East basketball is on the other side, and Parker Depre, and we'll talk more about him in just a minute. But for this Ellsworth team, it's more than just Jackson Curtis. His younger brother Hunter is a pretty good player, and they got several other castmates there that make this a strong Ellsworth team. Yeah,
absolutely. Darby Berry's a kid that can get hot and stroke the three ball. Hunter Curtis, I remember I was like, who's this kid? Last year he's a freshman, and you could kind of tell that he was Jackson's brother, but man, he was impressive for a freshman in Bangor. At times he looked like he was their best player.
Didn't have a body like a freshman
no.
last year either. Now he's grown into it even more.
Yeah.
He's muscular.
And they're well coached. They're going to get up and down. Coach Austin's been doing this for a long time. Has had a ton of success, and I expect this game here tonight to be a really, really difficult test for Caribou.
Talk about Hunter Curtis and how he plays bigger than his frame. He averages 7 rebounds a game. That's in the top 10 in the conference. Not bad for a point guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're going to have Javon James come in. He provides a ton of energy when he's in the lineup as well. We talked about Brett Bragdon. On the other side, though, Caribou matches up pretty well. Coach Corrigan's club 13-1, coming off a 72-53 win over Holton on Wednesday. Game it was tight until halftime, and then Caribou just kind of blew the doors off the Shires in the second half. And their top scorer is leading scorer in the Big East, Parker Depre, averaging 25.3 points a game. There's more than just Parker on this team as well.
Right. I mean, Parker, obviously a great player, so smooth. Kid that can score from all three levels, post in and shoot mid-range and threes. But it's not just him. The Bouchard kid, great player for them. He's a difficult matchup for anybody, Alex Bouchard, because he's 6 feet, 6'1". He's very patient, and he'll work you, and he'll hit pull-ups. He's mastered that little 10, 15-foot pull-up, and also shoot the three ball. Isaac Marker, a really good player who can get on fire in a hurry. Super athletic, Isaac Marker is. Parker Depre's brother, Sawyer, who last year was really known as the shutdown defender, and he still is. I think most of the time he'll check the other team's best player, but also has really refined his offensive game, and we've seen a couple games where he's done some major damage. And then their fifth starter is Ethan Holdsworth, who's just a sophomore, super athletic, tough around the rim, and Caribou has some depth too. They got the Michael Brigman coming off the bench, who can shoot the three ball. The Burkowski kid is a nice player off the bench. They can beat you in a lot of ways. They don't have the typical 6'6" center that you're going to throw the ball into, and that might draw double teams. But they're going to beat you with dribble penetration. They're going to beat you. Nobody gets up and down the court better than they do, transitioning from defense to offense. And that's a tribute to Coach Corrigan. I've been around this for a while, and I offhand, I don't know that I've ever seen anybody go from offense to defense quicker than them. How many, 2 or 3 times a game, they get a layup where the ball doesn't hit the floor.
Right.
And that doesn't happen very often in high school basketball.
No, it sure doesn't.
They're impressive, really, in that way. But, they can beat you in the half court, too. They got a lot of kids that can shoot it. They got kids that can go to the hoop. They got some kids, if you got a mismatch, they can post you up. They're just a good team. And got to give credit to Coach Corrigan, and it's a tribute to these kids. They're hungry too. They lost to Herman the other night, so I'm sure that has reignited them. And as a coach, if you're Coach Corrigan, you might not hate that loss because that refocuses the kids. I'm not saying that they weren't focused before, but at some point when you've won about 25 games in a row in state championship, complacency can creep in, and what that does is it's going to sharpen you. It's going to say, we're going to come to practice with a purpose every day, which I think they practiced well anyways. I've always heard that they did, but I mean, it even makes you a little more purpose driven.
Herman may not have done teams favors by waking up this Viking team as they start to head over to their bench. We're going to go ahead and squeeze in one more short break. We'll send it back to the station for a 60-second break, and when we come back, we will have the starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union. Go too far.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Holton.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
Back to Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show here on WHOU. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran getting ready to bring you this contest between the Caribou Vikings and the Ellsworth Eagles. Number 1 against number 3. They're about to take it across the court. We're going to have starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union to take it across the way.
Also, players who has an opportunity to earn $150 on the first shot at our net. If you listen to the jackpot, the jackpot is up to $135. A reminder, the AHS association policy also buildings on the facilities. Also, please take note of the exits each one of the change in an emergency. And as a reminder, also all sports booster club defense stand is open and ready for business in the cafe area. Tonight's coaches and their staffs are making an unusual practicing by wearing sneakers while coaching. We are joining high school coaches all over the conference this week in assistant seniors to raise awareness about the fight against cancer and the American Cancer Society's important efforts in lives. We can join by making a donation to our cancer research or by joining the League's Facebook page and making a pledge for all 3 pointers made across the conference this week. Also tonight, you may see many of our EHS students wearing white t-shirts. These shirts are part of this year's collaboration with Breaking Challenge. This is a school-wide initiative to promote kindness and school spirit. Now for tonight's starting lineups. First is the Vikings, coached by Al Morgan. Number 5, Alex Bouchard. Number 10, Ethan Holdsworth. Number 22, Parker DeBray. Number 24, Isaac Margaret. And number 30, Sawyer DeBray. And now, for starters, for the host team, the Ellsworth Eagles. Number 3, Davon Gates. Number 4, Connor Crawford. Number 11, Austin Harris. Number 20, Darby Berry. And number 32, Jackson Curtis. Good luck to both teams.
All right, so with that, we're about ready to get this ball game underway. Caribou's going to be coming out in their traveling maroon uniforms. Ellsworth comes out in their home white. And a great crowd here tonight. And once again, the starting lineup is brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union, a community financially based institution. Nearly 20,000 members. The branch is conveniently located in Caribou, Scottsdale, and Holton. Soon to be open location of Mars Hill, the County Federal Credit Union is coverage to meet all of your financial needs. Visit one of their local branches, see why membership makes a difference. It's going to be James, Harris, Barry, Crawford, and Curtis for the Eagles. Bouchard, Holdsworth, Depre, Marker, and Depre for Caribou. Marker, Depre, and James stand in the center circle. The ball is going to be tipped up, and it's controlled by Sawyer Depre of the Vikings. He's over left side, Marker. Sawyer Depre, back out Marker. Go inside, Holdsworth. Good body control. Marker just going to get the shot to go. James, though, lost control of it. Will stay with the Vikings.
Yeah, looks like Ellsworth man-to-man so far.
Marker Depre, lets one fly and buries it. 3-0 Vikings.
Yeah, they run that play a lot for him. The little double screen at the top of the key, and a lot of times you get that same result.
Here with it, Jackson Curtis. Here Depre is going to first shift it, guarding Big Jackson. As it comes outside, James has it now. To Curtis. Work it around. Harris. Ball. Curtis elevates, put the shot up, no good. Marker's able to come away with it.
If you're Caribou, you're okay with him shooting that shot. You don't want him down on the block doing damage.
Sawyer Depre. Inside beyond the arc, kicks out Holdsworth. Parker Depre gets in the lane. One move, two. Shot's going to be up and missed, and then Holdsworth putback. It's going to be missed. Quickly going back the other way. Going to be Depre coming in and stealing the ball, and then James picks up a foul.
Yep, good job by Parker Depre. Getting back and intercepting that pass. Caribou had a great look at it down here. They had two really good looks. Holdsworth with the putback and Depre with the little floater, which he usually knocks down.
And a half into this contest, Bouchard gets in the lane, puts it up and in.
Nice little give and go there. And Bouchard, so smart, such a headsy player.
5-0 Caribou. Austin Harris. He's going to back out. Started by Bouchard and calls out the play. Bouchard gets up. Draws a 5-second count. Harris. Crawford now James. On left side, guarded by Holdsworth. Try to find Curtis. Depre doing a good job.
Yeah, he's going to draw all kinds of double teams and get some open shots for other people.
Barry, you normally can't leave him open.
Yes.
A little bit off on that three.
Great three-point shooter, Darby Barry is.
He's a marksman in himself. And Isaac Mark, he too misses. Back to go the other way. Good outlet. Just moving a little bit short. Jackson Curtis probably surprised to find himself that open.
Yeah, great pass.
Remains 5-0 Caribou.
Got to finish those layups when you're playing with Geek. You can't have too much separation here if you're Ellsworth. You need to keep it close.
James can't finish at the rim. Second look, no good. Rebound this time, taken away. Holdsworth looks to push. Marker, three-point attempt. Strong rebound taken away by James.
Yep, good look. Could knock it down. Caribou playing their traditional man-to-man.
Only 3 minutes in, Ellsworth still looking for the first points. Curtis. Throw to Harris in the corner. Now Darby up fakes, but he picks steps.
Yep. And he had Parker Depre on that play. He had bit big time. He would have probably got an elbow jumper at least out of that, or a 2-on-1 to the rim.
The shooter as he is, you got to assume that up fake. Dangerous weapon, but you got to put the ball down first. Here's Sawyer Depre. Now Parker pulls up. Bouchard. Right on the other side of the court. In the corner. Sawyer Depre passed up a shot inside as Parker Depre is going to be whistled for step. Mansfield right there for that one is we'll see Hunter Curtis check into the game for the first time, the sophomore. I'm in for Connor Crawford. And Harris, again guarded by Bouchard. Start his drive, kicks it in the corner, low pass to Barry. Nearly 4 minutes have gone by. Ellsworth yet to score.
Yep, Caribou's done a great job defensively, as they usually do.
Harris. James. Inside beyond the arc. Easy looks coming here is Barry. Harris had a shot if he wanted it. Throws the ball. Decent look. They're going to drop it. James with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, that's probably the best look they've had so far, and there's a nice take.
There's the first two for the Eagles. First take by Austin Harris when she's at the rim. Right back the other way. Holdsworth, they're going to give him continuation.
And that's what we talked about, a made basket. Look how quick they got the ball down the court. You know, that happens sometimes on misses. But that's on a make, and I guarantee you they spend a lot of time taking the ball out of that net in practice and trying to get the ball up the floor as quick as they can.
Got to keep your head on a swivel. Inman's going to check in.
I mean, most teams, you might get away with jogging back a little bit or running back at 80%. Not against Caribou. They're going to make you pay if you don't fly back on defense.
7-2 is the score. 3:30 now remaining here in the opening quarter. Hunter Curtis gives it up. Austin Harris once again tries to finish. Rebound's going to be fought for. Going to be controlled by Sawyer Depre. Again, he looks ahead, finds Parker. Parker to Bouchard, and he's going to be fouled from behind. It's going to be James, and it's going to be on James' second personal foul.
Yeah, that's a great catch by Parker Depre, and shows some great court awareness. Instead of just heaving it as he's going out of bounds to somebody, he knew Bouchard was behind him on the other block. He makes a great pass back to Bouchard, and Bouchard's going to get two out of it.
Now time for the injury report, brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. 5 locations in Aroostook County and a new location in Bangor. Go to countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. And as Bouchard makes his second free throw, I tell you, everybody healthy to start this contest, just like you would hope. The top teams in Class B meet each other. 8-2, Vikings with the lead. Curtis. Gets the ball off. The drive is going to be blocked by Isaac Marker, and then a traveling violation will be whistled as Parker Depre. Maybe he came down on a foot. Either way, he lost balance.
Yeah, I think he would have liked to have a foul called on that. Hard to say from where we are whether or not there's a ton of contact there.
Brett Bragdon check in here for the Eagles. Hunter Curtis will inbound to Bragdon. Gives a screen, now picks the ball up. Inman inside, they're going to go. And Jackson Curtis with his first two. Makes it 8-4.
Nice diagonal pass, and when he gets it that deep, it's over.
Right, that play looked like he had a lane. The ball's going to be deflected. It's kicked by the Eagles.
Of how Sawyer Depre has become much more aggressive offensively going to the hoop. He's super quick off the dribble.
The ball's going to be kicked. It will remain with the Vikings. Depre tries a three. He's going to leave it short as he's contesting. Followed it. Tipped it to Holdsworth. Gets the bucket in the lane.
Yeah, good follow by Parker Depre there, and allows Holdsworth to get that putback.
Vikings are up by 6. In the corner with it. Adam Inman. Senior forward. Swings it around. Finds Hunter Curtis. Guarded by Bouchard. Jackson Curtis posting up. He's going to draw a crowd. Doesn't matter as he turns around, he elevates. Fishing a barrel for him.
Yeah, that's a good shot for him. That's a high percentage shot for sure.
With it, Parker Depre in the lane. Spin move, no good. Couldn't finish up the rim.
Pretty good move, but you got to finish, like you said.
Now steal from Marker. Isaac has it batted away from behind. Caribou will keep it. Minute 41 now remaining here in the first quarter.
Smart play by Sawyer Depre there. Ball's going out of bounds. He knew it was off the Ellsworth player. He did the right thing and let it go.
Depre guarded by Jackson Curtis. Bouchard wants to try his hand from the outside. No good. Marker tried to save it in, but was unable to do so. So Ellsworth picked the ball back, trailing by 4.
They're hanging around. They've had kind of a rough start, but they've looked a little better offensively here the last couple trips.
With it, Austin Harris. That's Curtis. He's the only other scorer here so far for Ellsworth for 7 minutes. This ball's going to be turned over. Back to Caribou. Miscommunication there between a couple of Eagles.
Yeah, they trapped down on the baseline and forced that turnover. Good, strong trap.
Pressure put on by Bragdon, and going to force a turnover. Caribou just not ready for that pressure, and Inman's going to take it, lay it up and in with the left hand.
A lot of space to make that pass, right? A lot of space. Really difficult pass.
Now 10-8. Parker moves over in the corner. Shot's going to be put up. No good. Bregman, his shot was off the mark. Curtis tries to give his team the lead as he's going to miss a three. It was a little deep.
It was from NBA range.
Now steals. Bouchard's going to give the ball up. Harris just steps into the lane and picks off the pass.
Caribou being uncharacteristically sloppy.
3-point attempt's going to be off the mark by Bragdon.
The box out there by Sawyer Depre.
From the Vikings, Bragdon. Marker. His defender in the air. Put up a shot, no good. Brigman tried to go for the rebound. He just couldn't haul it in. Ball's going to go back over to Ellsworth. We'll see checking in Connor Crawford.
All kinds of time here for Ellsworth to get a good shot. They're taking their time bringing it up, though.
Not much time left on the clock. We're down to 10 seconds. Z Crawford. Over the court now to Harris. Down to 4 seconds. Receives a high screen. A shot. Release, no good. Looks like he got it off. They're going to say it counts. Jackson Curtis able to squeeze it in right before the horn.
I'd like to see the light on top of the backboard. I'm not sure about that one, but they counted it.
Either way, going to be tied at 10 going into the second quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. WHOU.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
Welcome back here on WHOU as we check the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard. The game's tied at 10 entering the second quarter. Empty trip for Ellsworth. Give the ball back over to the Caribou Vikings. Depre. Bergman in the corner. Bouchard's going to have a shot block.
A good play by Jackson Curtis there. Nice closeout.
That was Marker, actually. We see a drive. Hunter Curtis kisses it up off the glass. No good. There was some contact. No whistle. Footback shot is up and in. That was Adam Inman for two. First lead of the game here for Ellsworth. 12-10.
Yeah, nice play by Adam Inman. Just a freshman, I think, according to the fans. Nice doing the freshman chant.
Hesitation dribble by Parker Depre, able to free himself up. He knocks the game up at 12. Back with it. Inman brings it around. Now Harris. Out top, Hunter Crawford. Everybody touching the ball here for Ellsworth. Crawford again. Senior guard. Jackson Curtis lets one fly, no good. Strong box out by Depre. Parker finds his brother Sawyer. Good up and under move, and foul's going to be called. Jackson Curtis is going to pick it up.
Yeah, Jackson doesn't look like he liked that call, but a little contact. He bid on the up fake. I don't think there was a ton of contact, but there was enough.
Sawyer Depre will go to the free throw line. There. He's going to put it up. And he's going to convert the first free throw. We'll see Darby Berry and Ron James check back in. And we'll also see Jake Koski check in here for Caribou. Sawyer's going to miss the second free throw. Rebound brought in by Connor Crawford. Berry ends it off. Crawford, his runner, no good. Rebound fought for. It's going to be James on the offensive glass, and he's going to draw contact. James coming in off the bench with those two fouls, and he's worked the offensive glass every possession.
Absolutely.
He's been in there.
Yeah, he's got 3 or 4 offensive rebounds already, and Caribou's got to do a better job putting a body on him. He's quick to the ball.
James unable to convert on that free throw. We'll have another, though, coming up. We see Holdsworth back into the game. And then go to the bench for Caribou. James' second free throw. Good. Has the game up at 13. Sawyer Depre has to break down Berry. Parker Depre pulls up. The shot's going to be off the mark. Rebound fought for him, brought in. Hunter Curtis. Looking to go ahead. James on the alley-oop. Get up and in.
Nice play there. Good pass by Darby Berry to James. That was from half court. That's a long pass for an alley-oop.
Student section liking that here. The Eagles. Sawyer Depre picked up his dribble. Needs some help. Finds Bouchard. He's yet to do much offensively, uncharacteristically for him. There. See a drive. Koski's shot no good. Parker Depre fighting for the board. And I believe they can say it's tied up. Stay with Caribou.
Good take by Burkowski, though. Left it a little short.
Caribou will get it out along their own baseline. comes in. Burkowski. Low pass. See if it's tipped. No. The Vikings thought that it was, and they just let it go out of bounds. But it's going to give the ball back over to Ellsworth.
Yeah, that's a good call. It was not tipped. It was just a low pass. It was just down by the ankles. Tough catch.
Oh, with the ball back, leading by 2. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. They go in the corner to Barry, who's trying to go inside.
Going to be a timeout here for Ellsworth.
Going to be a 30-second timeout. Score, Ellsworth 15, 13. We're back in 30 seconds here on WHOU.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Main Equipment in Herman, Maine. At Main Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Main Equipment Company.
Back here on WHOU, Tim Tweedy with Rob Moran. It's the Ellsworth Eagles, a number 3 seed in Class B. 2-point lead over winning Class B state champions and number 1 seed, Caribou Viking. A little over 5 minutes remain here in the first half as the ball comes in. It's going to be Austin Harris by Bouchard. Handoff, James, Rome, can't finish. Curtis stays with it. He drew contact. He got the hoop and the hard.
Yeah, it's a big boy there. He got to hit hard, but he went through. It was like a flea hitting a Mack truck.
If you're going to try to foul,
you better
Curtis
foul
to
him.
prevent the hoop.
You better foul him before he gets the ball up above his waist and wrap him up down low, because otherwise it's just not going to happen. He's going to go through you and get the n1.
He makes the free throw to go with it. Lead now up to 5 for Ellsworth, the largest of the game. It's 18-13. Near steal for James. Bouchard has to take advantage of the 5-4.
Caribou's had a hard time getting in any kind of offensive rhythm.
Depre, though, is going to be fouled in along the baseline. Has made a couple of moves.
And where do you go when you need a bucket? You go to your second-team All-Stater, right? Parker Depre.
Averaging more than 25 points a game on the season. Oh, Parker Depre at the free throw line. Free throw is going to be up and good.
Parker's had kind of a quiet night so far, just 6 points, but he can score in bunches.
Parker, 1 of 2 on that trip from the line. 4-point game. Curtis picks his man down, gets a high screen, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound brought down by Holdsworth.
Caribou's probably okay with him shooting that shot versus being down on the block.
Depre swings it around. Burkowski drives. Count the hoop as he drew contact. It was a hand check, but a chance to get his team back within 1.
Yeah, that's a nice take. What a nice lift off the bench Burkowski provides. Always goes in, plays really hard, and doesn't try to force things. Just takes what they give him, and he gets the n1 there.
Senior guard at the free throw line. He'll complete the 3-point play to a single point lead for Ellsworth. Harris. Go inside. Curtis. 3-point attempt. Going to be up and good. That's going to be buried by Connor Crawford.
Yeah, that's off the double team, right? Quick double down, nice kick out by Jackson Curtis, and Crawford buries it.
21-17 now. After Depre. Into the lane. Is up fake. 3 up. First shot, no good. Stuck with it. Second chance opportunity for Parker results in 2 points.
We talked about this earlier in the year. How quick is he off the floor? Quickest guy to get to the ball.
As Holdsworth able to knock the ball off of Harris's leg. Good play. Caribou can either tie the game or take a 1-point lead with a made field goal.
They're going to stay man-to-man. It looked like they were going to maybe extend it for a minute, but they didn't.
Warriors pull up jumper partway down before it rimmed out.
Good shot, though. Little elbow jumper, nothing wrong with that.
Curtis gives it up. Barry. Crawford. James. By Holdsworth. Way out top.
And is trying to look inside to Curtis.
Three-point attempt is up. That one was part way down before it popped out. Rebound fought for. It's going to be Parker Depre. He's going to look to push, but Caribou's got numbers. Holdsworth finishes at the rim.
Nice pass, little full court bounce pass by Depre. Good finish by Holdsworth.
Being tied at 21. Barry's open. Cannot make the three. Rebound brought down by Sawyer Depre. Sawyer decides to take it himself, and a player control foul is going to be called.
Yep, that's a good call.
Harris stood in and drew the contact.
Yep. Wasn't a ton of it because Sawyer kind of popped straight up, but he was going forward some.
As Inman checks into the game, a timeout is going to be taken on the floor. Just under 3 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
It's never too early to start planning for your future, whether that means protecting your family with life insurance, college planning, or starting to save for retirement. I want to help you get started.
Regardless of your age, it's important to start planning for your financial future now. And as you inch closer to retirement, it's important for you to protect your assets, your retirement income, and your family.
Thompson Hamel has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Thompson Hamel, LLC. Your family, your future.
Welcome back. It's going to be in Ellsworth basketball. Being tied at 21. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. A little bit lower scoring than what the first game was, but a fairly well-played game.
Yep, transition defense has been pretty good for both teams. Caribou certainly would like to get out and run more than they've been able to.
Some of that defense is Mark the bat the ball out of bounds. Inman's going to look to inbound.
Inman's giving them a nice lift off the bench.
Ball's going to come in to Barry. Now Harris with it. Harris, show and go, puts it off the glass, no good. Caribou with the rebound, Parker Depre.
Good move by Harris.
Caribou decides to pull it out and set things up. Sawyer. His ball up, Bouchard, guarded by James. A long three. Parker's going to leave it short. About 6 feet beyond the arc.
Yep, that was NBA range for sure.
Look at now, Inman. It's Harris. Harris. It's up his dribble. He's going to need some help. He's in the corner. It's Barry. Ellsworth just having a hard time getting into sync on this offensive possession. They're going to turn the ball over. Bouchard has it. Caribou. Push.
Caribou's done a nice job since they were down 5 there, picking up their defense.
That break gets in the lane. Good defense by Jackson Curtis. Markers put back. And no good. And once again, it's Curtis with the board. Long outlet. Leads it up to James. And James is going to draw contact. Otherwise, it would have been an easy 2.
Yeah, that's a nice outlet by Jackson Curtis. Shows how strong he is. He didn't chest pass, right? All the way down the court, in the air, into the lane. A lot of people would have to wind up and throw a baseball pass there.
I think we ought to line up a fundraiser. You leg wrestle him, maybe arm wrestle.
I think it would be a problem.
A lane violation is going to be called. So.
First of all, I'm brittle. I'd probably get hurt. I'm old and I'm brittle.
It's for the fans. It's for the kids.
Yeah. You know what? I would donate some money to watch you do it, and a reasonable amount,
I
too.
came up with the idea.
Yeah, of course.
If James makes a free throw.
I'm a lot older than you. Let's just say that.
As our friend Marty Bouchard likes to say, you're thrifty. I doubt you're going to make any big donations.
I'd make a quality donation to watch that.
All right.
As long as I got to watch you get hammered for a minute. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
No.
I'd feel bad.
What are friends for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Caribou has it. Marker has to go inside the pass. It's going to be off a sneaker. It's going to be Caribou basketball. It's Holdsworth.
So both teams tonight really have been a little out of sync offensively, especially in the half court. Part of that's the defense, and part of it, I don't know, maybe the how big the game is.
Depre is going to get a shooter's bounce on the 3. That kind of hit the back of the rim, just
dead.
died.
Yeah, just went dead, and that's what happens when you're second team All-State. You get those kind of rolls.
24-22 now. The Vikings have retaken the lead. Starting a drive is going to be Harris. Pulls up, no good. Rebound. Going to be hauled in by Holdsworth, and now a reaching foul will be called by Harris. He's trying to make the case that it was a double dribble.
Yeah, he's being maybe a little bit too enthusiastic with that official. I mean, you could mention it, But you better not walk up the court doing it. He did it a little too long for some officials' liking.
Oh, Holdsworth will walk to the free throw line here for a one-on-one opportunity.
He's had a solid half for them, Ethan. 6 points already.
His free throw is up and in.
Ethan just a sophomore, and of course we've talked about his exploits on the soccer field before. I think he probably scored 30 goals this year. He's got a quick shot.
Second free throw is up and good as well. He gets way up over the rim as we were watching it. Halftime of the girls' game. Caribou go out there.
Yeah, he's quite an
His
athlete.
elbows are over the rim. 26-22, Caribou with the lead. Under a minute remains here in the first half. Work the ball around. Barry frees himself up. Marker's going to get a piece of the basketball. Inman, though, able to come up with it before it's stolen away. Parker Depre. Like to add to this Caribou lead heading into the locker room. Parker takes it all the way up and in, coast to coast.
Parker Depre going to work.
A steal by Burkowski, right back to Depre, and a blocking foul going to be called on Darby Berry. So Caribou, quick hands, result in 4 quick points here.
Yeah, if you're Ellsworth, you got to keep your composure, right? They're not keeping the composure. Get a couple bad turnovers, a bad trip defensively, letting Depre go all the way from half court all the way to the rim without anybody getting in front of him, and then they let him get a steal.
Depre missed the first free throw.
Still right in this game, down 6, and you can't have a meltdown where you allow like a 6 or 8 nothing run here with 45 seconds left.
Barry Herbert into the game here for the Vikings. Second free throw is made for Parker Depre. It's now 29-22. Under 30 seconds remain here in the half. Harris lost his footing. Those were fortunate possession. There's Harris. Under 10 seconds. Going to pull it out against Holdsworth. Now calls out the plays. He pats his head. Leaves a high screen from Jackson Curtis. Gives it up. Not sure if they see the time on the clock, and that is going to do it for the first half. It's going to be the Caribou Vikings making a run late in the second quarter. They're going to take 29-22 lead into the locker room. We're going to ask you not to go too far because coming up we're going to have the Cotton Trust Company halftime report. I'm going to have an interview with station owner Fred Grant. He's going to tell you about some of the exciting things coming up here on WHOU. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. Sorry. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
We all know that fresh new paint can quickly transform the look and feel of your home. Our trained staff can help you select the best paint and color for your mood and budget with our new Color Journeys color matching system. Best look paint and primer in one. It's easier than ever to do it yourself, and it means less time and money spent on the project. Make your personal color statement and go where the builders go for quality do-it-best paint at the best price. The S.W. Collins Company in Caribou, Presque Isle, Holton, Lincoln, and Fort Kent.
Welcome back to the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show here on WHOU. We are at the half, and I am pleased to be joined tonight by a unique guest, a guy who's usually behind the scenes, our station owner, Fred Grant. Thanks for coming over and spending a couple minutes with us.
Hey, Tim, thank you very much. It's good to be on this side of the microphone.
We thought it'd be a good idea to talk to you as there's so many exciting things coming up here on WHOU. It's been a busy winter. It's about to get busier. We've got some pretty neat events starting tomorrow with the MPA Regional Cheer Championships. Can you talk about those just a little bit?
Yeah, so this is a new event for us. We have... we're doing both of the regional, both the Southern and the Northern Cheer. The Northern's at Bangor Cross Insurance Center, and the Augusta Civic Center is doing the Southern region. They both start at 9 a.m., and that's part of our subscription base, so anybody who's a subscriber will be able to go in and watch that full day of cheering. So if you're a cheer fan, you're going to get your cheer on tomorrow.
All right, so for those folks who right now currently are not a subscriber, can you talk to them about how they go about being able to watch tomorrow?
Yeah, so you go to WHOU.live. It's some people get confused by that. They know .com a lot, but it's WHOU.live. and then you click on the browse button and select cheer. It'll prompt you to subscribe to the stream, to the website. It's $10 per month, but if you sign up now, it is a monthly subscription, and since we're going to be doing tournaments across the state, both in Bangor, Augusta, and Portland, as a subscriber, you'll be able to watch the tournament on that as well. So you just go in there, and then you'll be able to watch the both cheer events.
So not only do you get the cheer events, you can also get the basketball at this point.
Yeah, you will. And any of our subscribers, as we move forward, subscribers are going to be able to get access to content that we've never had the ability to provide before. So as we head into the spring, we're going to be doing spring sports. We're hoping to do more musical events that we have. We just got done doing the All Acoustic Band concert. We hope to do more musical events, high school musical events, and then baseball, softball, lacrosse, hockey, all of those things that really expand the coverage that people have grown to love with basketball.
And of course, we had the football championships back this fall.
Yeah, we did. So we had the 8-man, which was new this year, and then A, B, C, and D championships from Portland and Orono,
which was pretty exciting. So one more time about basketball then. So for the monthly subscription or the annual subscription, what can the viewers get to expect as far as basketball goes?
So when basketball season goes to tournaments, you'll be able to, right now, you're going to be able to watch the semifinals and the regional finals for all locations across the state. So it's 60 games. And so for $10, you'll be able to watch all 60 games. The gate price right now for an adult is $10 for one person. So for those that can't make it to their favorite venue to see their favorite team, they can go right online at WHOU.live and be able to watch that. We've got some of the best commentators in the state that are going to be online bringing the action right to you. And it's going to be in 1080p. For those of you that don't know what 1080p is, it's really good video. It's really mind-boggling how good it is.
Even for those who do want to go in to watch, because we don't want to discourage people. I oftentimes walk in the gym, people have one game on, in front of them, but then on their phone, they're watching another game, trying to keep track of that at the same time, because a lot of nights there's multiple good games to watch.
There is, and that happens all season long. I'm amazed at it. I'll go into the gym here in Holton, and I'll sit down, and somebody will nudge me and say, "Hey, I'm watching the game up in Caribou right now." It's great to be able to watch two games, which is fantastic.
I know when we broadcast, it's a great way for us to be able to provide the fans an update on some of the other games that are taking place. So one more time real quickly, if folks want to sign up for the subscription, how easy is it to do?
Go to WHOU.live, click the subscribe button, and you can choose a monthly subscription of $10 each per month, or an entire year for $70. And the reason that we do the subscription, people are like, "Well, why are we paying for a subscription now?" The cost to bring streaming at this level to people is exorbitant, and we've always struggled with the ability to get enough subscribers. We've had some great subscribers through the regular season and with other sports, but it allows us to expand coverage well beyond what we're able to do normally. So we get tons of calls throughout the year saying, "Look, hey, can you go cover field hockey in such and such a place?" If we can't get the subscribers to cover our costs, we can't do it. This really allows us to bring coverage from all over the state of Maine with our crews now that we have from all the way from Fort Kent down to Kittery. So.
And it's very exciting, and it really is nothing new, as the subscription model has been around now for a few years, but it's new to WHOU this season, and it should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is, and we're really excited to be able to expand the coverage and be able to highlight teams that we haven't been able to do in schools that we haven't been able to cover before.
Well, don't wait too long, as the cheer events take place tomorrow. Coverage begins at 9 a.m. for both the Augusta and the Bangor venues. And then if you're planning on wanting to watch in the postseason for basketball, which I'm sure most of you are, you want to go ahead and get that now, as your subscription will take you through an entire month from now, which will cover the postseason. So, Fred, thanks again for helping explain to everyone, and thank you for all you do to cover these events.
All right, and thanks to you and Rob for getting out there all winter long covering these games. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks a lot. We'll go ahead and take a 1-minute break and bring it right back here for second half action on WHOU.
Be good for Nana, okay?
I love you.
A moment like this is decades in the making. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. countyfcu.org.
County.me, your source for countywide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Holton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Holton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
And welcome back here to Ellsworth, where the teams are over at the bench, getting ready for second half action.
Yep, and Ellsworth trailing by 7 points. We get some little bit of echo going on here. But Caribou up by 7, and let's go over the scores real quick here. So Caribou was led by Parker Depre with 14 points. Ethan Holdsworth with 8, Jake Burkowski with 3, Alex Bouchard 3, Sawyer Depre 1. Ellsworth was led by Jackson Curtis with 9, and Javon James and Adam Inman with 4 each.
7-point lead here for Caribou. Ellsworth will start the second half with the basketball.
Caribou going to start man-to-man, just like they usually do.
Out top now, James. Harris.
Looking to go inside.
James is going to bury a 3.
Yeah, that shot's going to be there some because they're concentrating so much on Jackson Curtis.
9:25 now is the score. Oop, going to be up and in for Caribou.
Nice little move by Isaac Marker there with a nice take to the basket. His first bucket of the game.
Oh, it's a 4-point game. Harris with it. All over by Barry. Just up now, Harris. That's going to be put up no good as Crawford's shot's going to be off the mark.
Nice outlet pass. Good decision by Marker not to force a shot there.
Bouchard. Top guarded by James. With Goldsworth now. Ethan, as you said, had a good first half. Pull-up shot. Buried by Sawyer.
Yeah, nice little 15-footer there by Sawyer. Pretty comfortable taking that shot.
9:25 now. James. By Holdsworth. Hoffman. Try his hand to the 3, and he will.
A nice skip pass, and Crawford walks right into a 3-ball.
29-25. Jump off pass. Parker Depre lays it up and in.
Nice screen and roll. Depre to Depre for a layup. Curtis going to the basket, nothing there. Strong rebound by Parker Depre. Looking to push. Kicks it over to Holdsworth, down to Sawyer Depre on the baseline. Nice move. Can't quite finish. Good job, though, staying with it. Getting his own rebound. Goes to the basket. Looking for the N1, but it's not going to be there. But the nice finish by Sawyer Depre.
Take by Sawyer. Now a timeout's going to be taken on the floor. 37-28. Caribou has a 9-point advantage. Take a 30-second break. They'll take it as well and be right back here on WHOU.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. Whether you're working hard in the woods or digging in the dirt, Nortrax has the new and used heavy equipment you need. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support, plus around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our service technicians, parts specialists, and product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
Live here from Ellsworth High School. It's 37-28. Caribou has gone on a little push. They've taken a 9-point advantage.
Yeah. Ellsworth came out, drilled a 3, to cut the 5-point game to 2. And Caribou came storming back. Caribou's going to pick up full court here, too, a little bit.
20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
They're showing some diamond-in-one press here, what it looks like.
Ball comes in. Inman now, guarded by Holdsworth. Man up. Right side now, feeding the ball all the way across the court. Curtis, one up big, second chance, up and in. Curtis hung with the play.
Yeah, he missed the first one, but stayed right with it. Stuck in the putback.
Now shot marker. This is yet to get going here on the offensive side. Rebound taken away by Crawford.
Yeah, good look. Good defense there by Crawford. A nice box out. About these Caribou kids, most of them follow the shot. You don't see much of that these days.
Pass comes in. It's Curtis. Frees himself up. He's got 2 hoops in a row.
Yeah, that's a really good entry pass. It's hard if you're not exactly where you're supposed to be in help. He's still going to get it a lot of the time because he's so big and strong. He's got good hands as well.
Parker got the shot he wanted on one end. Couldn't convert on the 3. And the rebounding action in the outlet. It's Alex Bouchard coming up with the steal. Sawyer Depre, a handoff, finds Parker Depre. How many times do you think they've done that over the years?
Quite a few, and there's a little steal by Marker. Can't be lackadaisical with that inbounds pass. That's happened 2 or 3 times to Ellsworth tonight.
Sawyer Depre rejected by Jackson Curtis. Ellsworth with it. Crawford. Puts the ball in the corner. Harris thought about it. Jackson on out for a screen. He wants to take a 3. Why not? He scored the last 7 points.
Yeah, he called for that ball screen just to maybe throw the defender off. Then he pulled the trigger and buried it.
39-35. Now player control foul is going to be called. Everything going Ellsworth's way.
Yep, good defensive play there by Jackson Curtis.
He's taken over since that last time out.
Yeah, 7 points for him here in the last about minute. 16 in the game.
3:33 now remaining here in the third quarter.
Sure, what's going on with Hunter Curtis? He hasn't played a whole lot tonight, and he's a great player.
Fadeaway shot, Curtis. That might have been a heat check because he was fading away.
Yeah, that's a tough shot for sure.
Bouchard, good penetration, kicks it off to Sawyer Depre. Sawyer's going to get the 2, but that was all set up by Alex Bouchard.
Yeah, great pass by Alex Bouchard, and a good finish by Sawyer.
Crafty senior guard. Near steal for Parker. That it's Barry. Ball up on the drive. Kick it out again. It's Barry. This time he left his feet. Didn't have a plan. Caribou comes up with it. Bouchard takes it. Plays it up and in. Harris did everything he could to get back.
There's one of those defense to offense plays that I was talking about earlier. First thing those Caribou kids do is look down the court. Ball doesn't hit the floor, and 2 points.
You have teammates that are willing to do that and pick their heads up. That encourages you to get
run
out in those lanes and run.
Yep.
Sawyer Depre with the steal. Got to go 1-on-4. He pulls up. Gives it up. Bouchard. His pull-up jumper. That's a shot you were talking about earlier. He makes it, and his team has taken a 10-point lead with 2:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Caribou has taken their first double-digit lead. We'll be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
This is Neil. Can I help you? You're where? I'll be right there. What'd you guys do?
Giving steals!
That's all you did?
Yes!
There's nothing wrong with that. I guess there is something wrong with giving away steals.
Still, this 2016 CRV SC, now only $17,995.
I don't know why.
They were good steals.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
Check in on the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard. It's going to be a 10-point lead here for Caribou, 45-35.
Yeah, Ellsworth really needs a bucket.
I'd like to try to earn a split between these two teams on the season. They did. It could propel them into one of the top two spots. And now they trail the Vikings by 10. Curtis squares up against Sawyer Depre. Tough off-balance shot, but he buries it anyway. You can't play defense much better than that if you're Sawyer Depre.
No, that's great D. It's just a better shot. Smooth player, and Caribou's going to live with him taking that shot all day long.
That's got to be a shot, though, that he practiced over and over. Clearly what he wanted to do is that shot's going to be left short. Ellsworth has it. Curtis has a little room. He's deep. Lets it fly. No good. Going to be a 2-on-1. Alex Bouchard and Sawyer Depre. Bouchard takes himself. Good defense. Curtis swats it out of bounds.
A little flex after that. Not sure I love that, but nice defensive play.
The student section likes it.
Yeah,
we see Burkowski
absolutely.
check back into the game.
Don't mind when kids get a little excited, I guess.
Burkowski's going to look to inbound. Alley-oop play to Parker Depre, who's going to be fouled. Drawn up quick hitter.
I was going to say it's non-shooting. Parker'd like to get to the line, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is shooting. It's picking it out down on the baseline.
Just the first foul in the second half on Ellsworth. As foul's going to be picked up by Adam Inman. Curtis does a little bit of everything. Now he's out there cleaning up the sweat on the floor. He's got the mop out there.
Yep.
How about that?
Like to see your big man do that.
Yeah. Put that in the stat sheet, Rob, after the game. Holdsworth. Brings the ball around towards the left side. Parker Depre. Finds Bouchard in the lane. Up, no good. He stays with it. Second chance opportunity, no good. Jackson Curtis clears the board.
Strong rebound by Curtis.
Barry really yet to get himself going. Curtis calls out for a screen. Brings it around now, Crawford. Try to go inside. Jackson, and that pass is going to be a little low for him to handle. Caribou will get it back. Under a minute now remains here in the third quarter.
A tough angle on that pass. It would have been better off throwing it down on the baseline and then making the entry pass.
Bouchard gives it up. Holdsworth. Under 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Koski finds Holdsworth, and it's going to be stripped.
Good defense there by Inman.
Ball comes in the corner to James. I think that was McDonald, freshman, who got his hands in there. Who has the ball in the corner, guarded by Holdsworth. About 20 seconds. James starts his drive off balance, somehow gets it to go off the glass. Tough take.
Yeah, super athletic and a hard finish for sure.
Caribou slows it up so they can get the last shot of the quarters. See Coach Corrigan call out to play. It's everybody screen out, let Parker Depre have it, and he's going to leave a shot short. So, Caribou's going to have a 6-point advantage heading into the fourth and final quarter. The score, 45-39. You don't want to go far. This one's still yet to be settled. Back in a minute on WHOU.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA indoor turf facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Holton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your Boss Plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock.
Steelstone Industries in Holton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. We now offer heavy equipment and truck repair at our shop on 289 Station Road in New Limerick. Call Steelstone Industries at 532-2675.
Back in the action here. They came out just a little bit early to start the quarter, but you didn't miss anything. Here we started with the ball. Now Holdsworth's going to lose the basketball, and then a traveling violation will be called. Darby Berry lost his footing.
Yeah, break there for Caribou for sure.
That'll give us a brief moment to give you the injury report brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. We have 5 locations in Aroostook County and a new location in Bangor. Go to countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. Parker Depre with the turnaround shot in the lane. Everybody's still healthy in this one.
Right. I'm wondering what's going on with Jackson Curtis. I think he's got to be hurt. He hasn't played a whole lot.
He is. We haven't been informed as Barry frees himself up. That's really the first good look he's had, Rob.
Yeah, that's his first bucket of the game.
Takes advantage of it. Back to a 5-point game, 47-42. Parker Depre, a couple moves in the lane. How about that footwork? Can't get the shot to go. The defense played by Jackson Curtis defending the rim, and then Holdsworth sticks with it. He's able to finish.
Good finish by Ethan Holdsworth there with the right hand. He's left-handed.
89-42. James calls out the score, or calls out the play, I should say. Harris got a defender in the air, took it right at the rim. Holdsworth comes in at the last minute. He had to foul, otherwise it was going to be an easy 2.
Yeah, he's done that a few times, Harris, with the up fake out front. Defender has committed and gotten in the paint. The first time he's got to the line off it.
The line will be Austin Harris. Going to make the first free throw. Entire starting lineup here as he makes the second. All seniors here for Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Those who started tonight.
Yeah, I think it's possible that it's senior night tonight. I don't know.
Didn't do anything.
No.
They did. It's Parker Depre taking the ball right straight to the hoop.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of a crazy thing for me to say because they would have done something.
You know, as I look at things, though, for Caribou with Depre going to the line, they're going to finish their season with 4 consecutive road games. So they're going to finish number 1, which right now they've got a fairly hefty lead, but certainly not finalized. They really need to get this one to feel more comfortable about it at this point. Still a couple weeks left to go. They're going to have to go on the road to do it. Depre goes 1 of 2 at the line.
21 points for Parker Depre in this game with 7 minutes left in the game, or 6.5.
Nearly half of Caribou's score. Foul's going to occur.
Yeah, they needed them all tonight too. They've struggled offensively. Haven't seen them getting any kind of really rhythm. They had a couple minutes ago in the third quarter. They had a nice little flow going, but not so much with half-court offense, but with their defense and getting out in transition.
Harris, guarded by Burkowski, has to break down his defender. Shot up on the fly, can't get it to go, and the ball's going to be fought for. Ellsworth's going to keep it.
You can admire how hard Sawyer Depre is working against Jackson Curtis. You know, you look at that matchup, he's giving up inches and all kinds of pounds, but Jackson Curtis has not dominated on the offensive glass at all.
Looked up a shot there and is going to leave it short. Rebound taken away by Parker Depre. Yard. Gets it out. Here's Parker. Lines one up. Shot is going to hit the support structure as caromed off the back of the rim, so Ellsworth gets the ball back.
Yeah, good shot. Didn't make it.
In the second half so far, only 5 fouls in the half.
Both teams playing half-court man.
Harris picks up his dribble, working against Bouchard, finds Barry. Now a reaching foul will occur. Depre is going to be the guilty party.
Yeah, they were looking to go high-low there. They had Barry flash high, and Curtis was in decent position for that lob pass from down low. Look for Curtis to maybe step in here and try to get a post up.
Ball's going to come into Crawford. Hands off. Harris. And Barry. Up fakes. Going to be blocked. Jackson Curtis with it. Wants to square up Sawyer Depre. Shot's going to be put up. No good. Rebound fought for. Caribou has it. Outlet. Ellsworth finishes and drew contact.
Great finish. Good hands there by Ethan Holdsworth. Another great outlet. Caribou kids, they all seem to have good hands. Maybe a couple of them should have been playing wide receiver for number 12. I don't know.
Probably wouldn't have taken much to do a little bit better than what Tom had to deal with this year.
Didn't have much. But you don't see them fumbling those passes, and they're not really easy catches. Some of them.
Holdsworth completes a three-point play, bumps the lead back up to 9 for the Vikings.
13 points for the sophomore. What a nice lift.
Harris. Up his dribble again. It's Crawford. Contested three. No good. Rebound taken away. Depre. Outlet pass. 3-on-2 for the Vikings. Bouchard finishes. Double-digit lead for Caribou. 55-44. And Coach Peter Austin needs to talk to his troops because Caribou's going on a run. 5:01 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 55-44. We'll be back 30 seconds on WHOU.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
We want to welcome you back here on WHOU as the two teams coming out of the timeout. Going to be Ellsworth basketball, but Rob, Caribou has gone on a run.
Yep, like they so often do, doing it with defense and pushing the ball up the floor. They've gotten 2 or 3 layups without it hitting the floor here in the last few minutes, and that last one was textbook. Beautiful 3 passes and a layup.
Largest lead of the game. It's 11 points, 55-44, and going to be team control foul or player control foul. Going to go against Ellsworth.
Just going to pick up a little bit defensively and speed the game up a little.
Coach Austin's team needed.
No. They're not going to stall too early to do that, but they can afford to be patient. Get what you want.
Foul went against Javon James, his third. He picked up 2 really early in the game. Done a good job since. Not picking up any more. Team now with 14 fouls. The Depre. Like you said, they can afford to take a little time. He's going to put out and take a little air out of the ball. Bouchard. Alex. Out Burkowski.
Yeah, they're not in any hurry.
Milk things down to about 4 minutes on the clock as Burkowski picks up a 3, no good from the left side. Rebound taken away by Harris.
Yeah, open shot there, not a bad one at all.
Steal. Burkowski gets a hand in on the pass. Bouchard has his pass deflected. Holdsworth trying to find Depre, and it's going to be a quick ball. Caribou will keep possession. Burkowski will look to inbound. Depre passed up a shot and decided to pull things out and milk a little bit more time off this clock.
Yeah, no hurry. Clock is your friend. There's a nice strong take by Holdsworth. He stays right with it. He's had a huge game for them.
Now stealing an easy bucket by Burkowski. Everything going right for Caribou. They're just out hustling Ellsworth at this point.
That's about the 3rd or 4th time that's happened where they've inbounded and one guy has defended and stepped in and stole the ball and laid it in. And just, it can't happen. It might happen once a game, but it's happened at least 3 times.
And again, it's Bouchard with the finish on the other side. The Vikings are pumped up. They've opened up a 17-point advantage at 61-44. Just over 3 minutes remain in this game. It's a 30-second break. We're going to take it back for some messages and be right back here on WHOU.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. We stand ready to serve all your new and used heavy equipment needs. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support and around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our certified technicians and parts specialists alongside our product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
And Tweety Rob Moran. Zach Weeks back at the station. Hunter Flynn running the camera. Caribou has a 17-point advantage. Easily their largest of the game at 61-44. The Vikings looking to close strong.
Yeah, Ellsworth's got to get some quick shots and try to get some turnovers. Hard to get quick shots against Caribou, though. They're solid defensively.
Barry's going to fire up a three, no good. Rebound fought for and controlled by Holdsworth. Again, the Vikings will look to push. In the corner, Bouchard. Smell blood.
Good decision by Holdsworth there, not forcing that. Kicked it out to Bouchard and burn a little clock.
Works against Barry. Bouchard for the three. Buries it.
Yeah, that might be the nail in the coffin. Alex Bouchard, he had a quiet first half, but boy, in the second half, 11 points for him, and there's a turnover.
It's going to be a carry. And you're going to see 4 new players come in here for Ellsworth as Coach Austin has decided he's going to throw up the white flag as his team's got to play again tomorrow against Presque Isle at 2:30 p.m. He's going to haul his troops off the court and live to fight another day.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a smart thing to do. You're down 20 with 2 minutes left. You're not going to come back, and you got a very plucky Presque Isle team coming in there tomorrow. And Presque Isle, you know, they're not out of things. If they can get a win over Ellsworth, that would be a huge win for them. So get your kids a little rest, and like you said, fight another day.
Coach Corrigan wants to do the same thing, probably why he called his timeout. Some kids are going to check in at the table. We too will take the break and be back in 30 seconds on WHOU.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
Welcome back here on WHOU. A timeout called by Coach Kyle Corrigan, wanting to get some players into the game as he knows his team is going to walk away with the victory. Push their record up to 14-1 on the season after this win tonight. This fourth quarter has been all Caribou.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done it on offense, done it on defense, made shots. And they've got 19 points in the quarter with 2 minutes left in the quarter. You got to remember, they went deliberate for a while there, too, and burned off a couple minutes. So put up about 20 points in 4 minutes, really.
Getting into the lane, putting up a shot. Junior forward, Zach Medor, through contact, he's going to go to the free throw line. Up on the clock in 1:39. We should remind you, coming up tomorrow on WHOU, a bunch of games coming your way. It's going to be Holton at Old Town, boys and girls. Boys game starts at 12:30, girls at 2 p.m. We're also going to cover Fort Kent at Southern Aroostook, boys and girls. Coverage of those games in at 2 and 3:30 p.m. And as we've said, we're also going to be covering the MPA cheer events in both Bangor and Augusta. Coverage all starts at 9, so you can basically turn on WHOU a little bit before 9 as that three-pointer is going to be buried. And stay with us essentially all day long, as a foul will be called. It'll be a reach-in foul. Called against Brody Mercier. Not quite to the point of 1-on-1 just yet.
Yeah, Ellsworth. These kids at the end of the bench here, they're getting a chance to show what they can do and press and make some shots, and nice to see.
There's a steal by Michael Palmer. That's going to be put up, and that's going to be buried. Raymond McDonald. And now a timeout's going to be taken as Coach Corrigan calls a timeout. Just over a minute remains. It's a 30-second timeout. Well, a full timeout, but we'll take 30 seconds. We'll be right back on WHOU.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Holton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Nothing run, make it.
We're back here on WHOU. Coach Corrigan called the timeout as Vikings are going to have the basketball. Under a minute now remains in this contest. The Caribou going to be turned over. Donald looks it around. Palmer, shot put up no good. Rebound is going to be cleared by Quist. Carter finds Barnes. Now Zach Medor. Back around to Quist. 30 seconds now left.
I don't think Caribou's stalling, but they're happy to not force anything to the basket, certainly.
See Medor. Give the ball up. Barnes. Down to 10 seconds. Defense played here by Ellsworth. Caribou's just going to go ahead and let the final seconds tick off. They made the trip down, and they're going to pick up a 65-49 victory. The number 1 seed and defending state champs flexing their muscles a little bit in the fourth quarter, showing why they are still the top team to beat in Class B North. We will step aside for a 1-minute break and bring it back for our Pat's Pizza post-game show momentarily here on WHOU.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
Welcome back here on WHOU. We're in the Pat's Pizza postgame show where we're wrapping up a 65-49 victory. The Caribou Vikings pulling out the win. Really, Rob, it was about their effort in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, great job making shots, getting out in transition, a bunch of steals in there, and just like a freight train, once they got rolling, it couldn't be stopped.
We've seen that before, as this Caribou team really has another gear that nobody else really seems to. And when they kind of get into that mode, it's tough to stop.
Right. They're just so good in transition. I know I've harped on that a lot tonight, but they're just really, really good in transition. They got a lot of kids that can make shots. They're unselfish. Good offensive rebounding team, even though they're not the biggest team. And just another solid all-around game for them and a nice win.
You and we got to turn around and do a game in Dyer Brook tomorrow. So let's go ahead and wrap up some of the scoring.
Sure. Let's start with Ellsworth. They were led by Jackson Curtis. Impressive effort for him, 18 big points. Devon James had 9. Adam Inman had 4. Darby Berry, Brett Bragdon, Connor Crawford all had 3. Austin Harris had 4. Adam Harris with 2, and Eamon McDonald with 2 for their total of 49. Caribou was led by Parker Depre, 21 points. Reasonably quiet 21 too. I mean, when you can get 21 points quietly, it means you're a pretty good player. Ethan Holdsworth, great effort for the sophomore, 17 points. I thought he played really well. Alex Bouchard with 14, including a big fourth quarter to kind of salt the game away. Sawyer Depre, 7 points, but boy, what a nice job he did defensively, battling and keeping Jackson Curtis off the glass. Jake Prokowski with a big 3-point play for them. Isaac Marker with 2. Zach Medor with 1 for their total of 65.
Well, that'll wrap things up for us tonight here on WHOU. But before we close down, we're again going to remind you of some of what we've got coming up tomorrow. MPH year events in both Bangor and Augusta starts tomorrow at 9 a.m. Tune in to watch the top 6 teams from each of those regionals will go ahead and advance to the state the state championship competition. We're also going to have Holton at Old Town, 2 big games coming up. They start at 12:30 and 2 p.m., so coverage will begin about 15 minutes prior to tip-off, and then we'll be in Southern Aroostook, where it's going to be Fort Kent and Southern Aroostook boys and girls getting ready for a couple clashes. 2 and 3:30 p.m. are the start times on each of those 2 games. The boys will play first. Girls will be second. Lots of big games taking place, Rob. This is a real big weekend. Presque Isle will be playing tomorrow. They're in MDI tonight. Tomorrow they're going to be taking on this Ellsworth team. Caribou will be playing MDI tomorrow. I'm sure that's a game we would love to have been able to cover, but for reasons that they don't allow streaming in that gym, we're unable to do so. But between those games, the Holton Old Town games, you know that Fort Kent Southern Aroostook boys game is big. Just a big weekend of basketball here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the time of the season where you're jockeying for position, and if you're a team on the outside looking in, it's now or never. Right. You need to get a big win here and try to put yourself in position to get a prelim game. Once you get that prelim game, we've seen it. We've seen the 17 beat the 3 before,
right.
and it happens. Crazy things happen in postseason basketball, but you got to get there. You got to give yourself a chance, and the next 2 weeks or so is the time to do that.
Well, surely going to be exciting. The Hill Point's changing very quickly at this time of year, so make sure you're checking in on that, and make sure you're checking in on WHOUFM.com as we are the station to bring you all the action. Multiple games seemingly every night. All kinds of stuff coming up tomorrow as it's a typical Saturday. It's going to be busy on WHOU. We will be in Dyer Brook. Coverage begins at 1:45. For everybody on our crew tonight, Hunter Flynn doing a great job on the camera. Zach Weeks back on production. Rob Moran on color. I am Tim Tweedy. Final scores here. It was Caribou girls. In Ellsworth girls picking up a 39-28 victory over the Caribou girls. It was the Caribou boys, though, earning the split for the schools, as it was 65-49, their win over Ellsworth. Thank you for tuning in, and good night, everyone.